Hi, can you hear me now? Please tell me you can hear me now. Hi, Queen. Hi, Dennis. Hi, Vikis. Hi, Pastel. Hi, Yannick. Hi, Karim. Hi, Ariol. Hi, Moreno. Hi, Sincere. I hear you. Yeah, you can hear me. Hooray! Um, is the sound quality okay? Hi, René. Hi, Victor. Kannst du Deutsch reden? Nein, kann ich nicht. This stream is going to be in English. Yeah, all the streams are going to be in English. It makes it easier for everybody. Just to be on the just for the heads up. You love my hair. Oh, thank you. You can hear me. Perfect. Is the quality good? Because I was worried that the quality on this laptop, I've never streamed with this laptop before. So, yeah. I did all the setting up. I had my microphone, I had my camera, everything. I've got my light here, and I thought like I'm gonna be all fancy, but then it didn't work out. So yeah, I'm sorry for that. Sorry for the delay. I checked it all before I started, and it seemed to all work. My cam worked, my audio worked, but then I start the live stream, and of course it doesn't work. So anyway, no, I'm not German. I'm Austrian, Österreicher. You want to be a mod? Well, I trust you. I guess I need a moderator. Ja, nicht eine richtige Stimme gehört. Yeah, a lot of people haven't heard my proper voice yet. So you found my channel through Songbird. Well, that's great. So, I mean, the Songbird is amazing. Like we did already like 2 collabs together or something, and she actually gave me the chance. So I'm very happy that she gave me that chance. So yeah, welcome. It's good. You speak Romanian. Cool. Yeah, I don't. I speak German and English, obviously. I make cool videos. Thank you, Leonard. Cedar, no, I'm not going to speak German because I think it's fairer for everyone in the live stream that I speak English. How's my English? You can't hear me. Du kannst mich nicht gut hören? Okay. I'm gonna try something, just a second. Actually. Don't hate me when the sound's gone again, but I'm gonna try something for the sake of good sound. I've got this amazing microphone and I can't use it. All right. Is it better now? I hope you guys can still hear me. Why can I speak so good English? Because I used to. It's a long story, but I'll make it short. When I was about 12 years old, my mother got a job in Scotland and she moved there and obviously took me with her. And then we lived there for like 4 years. So between the age of 12 and 16, I lived in Scotland, and that's actually where I learned my English. Picked it up in like 3 months or something. I couldn't speak a single word of English when I came to Scotland, and yeah, I was so influenced by the Scottish that I even picked up the accent, and I actually had a very strong Scottish accent for a long time, which was quite funny because when I went back to Austria, nobody could understand me. Sound is cleaner, but turn up the volume. Honestly, I have no idea how to do that. Wait a second. Seriously, I didn't know a live stream was gonna be like. Is that better? Hey AK, how's it going? Cowgirl, is that better now? You know Montana Black? I've heard of Montana Black, but I couldn't say what it is or who it is or no idea. Where am I from? I'm actually from Austria, but I live in Finland. No, Queen Rock. I live in Finland. I'm in Europe, Northern Europe. Hallo Marina Stadler, Stedler. Wie geht's? You live in Switzerland, so you speak German as well. Hey, cool. Switzerland is a beautiful place. I've been there like once skiing on the border to Ischgl, which I guess you're gonna know. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful place there. They speak German in Finland? No, they don't speak German in Finland. They speak Finnish in Finland. It's like the 5th most difficult language in the world. I've lived in it for 10 years, and yeah, my Finnish starts with hey and goodbye, so that's about it. Yay, I'm live. Jeremy, hooray. We actually managed. Hey Lindy Pindy, how am I doing with everything going on? Yeah, fine actually. If you mean the current pandemic that's going on in Finland, it's actually not been so bad. We have only, I think, was it about 5,000 cases, which is not too bad. Granted, Finland only has 5 million inhabitants, but it's actually been quite fine. Of course, like we're like super careful with all the stuff that's going on, going to the supermarket, like shopping and everything. But the schools have actually opened. Today was the first day that they have actually opened. And yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. Such a strong German fan base. Yeah, honestly, I mean, I'm happy for my German fan base, but I have no idea where all these Germans came from. I guess from TikTok at some point. So all the Germans in here, like, let me know where you all came from. Did you find me on YouTube or did you find me on TikTok? How did I have the idea with the nice videos? Hi Tiffany, how's it going? Good to see you. The ideas with the videos, some ideas I get from other videos, but mostly it's all the stuff I just like to eat, basically. So you feel out of place here. Don't feel out of place, Cowgirl. We've been YouTube friends since we started, basically. Cowgirl and I know each other since we've both had. I know Cowgirl since she's had like 80 subs, 70 or 80 subs, and I had at that moment like 150 or something, so something like that. Like really, really, like at the very, very beginning. No, but I wanted to say, like, still going back to the like how everything is like in Finland. It's like everything's opening up slowly, but still a lot of people out of jobs and so on. And but by far we're not as bad as, like, for instance, in the US. Like, I work as a chef. Yes, Cecilia. Hi, by the way. So it's been going well. And that's also, I mean, that's why the kids are not here. Like a lot of you, I know a lot of you have asked me like where the kids are and if I can make videos with the kids, but they're not here. They're like 500 kilometers. That's like what, 350 miles, bit less, 330 miles up north with the grandmother, and away from everything because, well, the kindergarten's closed, and there they can be in the middle of the countryside, away from any virus or anything else. Because at home, my wife and I, we have to work, so of course it's not so easy. And there they can be in the middle of the forest and just do whatever kids do in the nature, and it's great. So I'm really happy. Linda, you're from the US and you don't speak German. I don't expect anybody to speak German. That's also why I've decided strictly, like, okay, I have some German videos on my channel, and I said I would do more German videos. I know that. Don't hold that against me now, like all the German people in here, but they will come, promise. But I've already explained why most of the videos are going to be in English still. Like I've kind of like changed my mind around. But the streams are all going to be in English, except I'm going to have a stream in German at some point. Why do you live in Finland? Dave, can't you play a game? What kind of game? Don't overwork me. This is my first live stream. It's like I've had difficulties enough already setting this up. Now you're coming already with the games. What is my TikTok? You can find me on TikTok under Dave K ASMR. Like all my social media, Dave K ASMR. Very easy to find. And you can also find me. You're still quarantined. Sorry, I'm just catching up a bit with the chats. Hat er haft ideas? Deine Kinder sind so süß. Kannst du mal noch ein Video machen? Yeah, Moreno, as I just said, yeah, the kids are not going to be here for like a little bit longer now. You're from Albania. Do I know Albania? I know Albania. I actually had a friend back in Austria in the school. She was from Albania. She came. Never been though. I would love to visit once. There's many places in the world I would love to visit. Yes, I work as a chef. I think I've answered that already. Since 15 years already. Going up to 16 years. No, sorry, going up to 15 years. Yeah, in 2021, it's 16 years. Why do you live in Finland? Marie-Claire Gerstenberg. Hi. Wie geht's? Hey, Sweet Fantasy. Good afternoon. You're exhausted? Hey, no worries. Don't worry about it. Like, you know, you stay when you can. If you can't, I'm also exhausted, but I've had quite a week behind me. You know, whoever everybody can and wants to. I'm not gonna hold anything against anybody. Absolutely not. What was I gonna say? Why do you live in Finland? Long story short, my brother had a restaurant, needed a chef. I wanted to get away from Austria at that time. Came to Finland, wanted to leave. After a year or 2 years maximum. Now 10 years have passed. I have a wife, house, 2 kids, job still. So yeah, that's basically why I'm here. That's cool that I can still work as a chef during this situation. Yes. To that, I can tell you one thing. I am extremely lucky that I still have a job. In Finland, 75% of restaurant people are on forced holiday or forced vacation. We are just lucky enough that I'm not in a restaurant, like in a restaurant per se. It's more like it's a bit difficult to explain, but we have this kind of like this delicatessen store, like this deli, and we sell all sorts of like, you know, fresh meats and also our made products. And we can make this like ready food bags for like 2 and 4 people. So at the moment we can sell that, and it's selling. I mean, at the moment we are busier than we were before this whole crisis thing, and like it's kicking our butts. But I'm happy that I have a job. I mean, no doubt about it. But yesterday I was at work for like 11 hours, and I was so exhausted yesterday. I came home and I was so mentally exhausted. It was. I have to admit, I really had to like pull myself together yesterday for the video, and today I'm also like, but I still made a video which is going up tomorrow. It's gonna be a good one. You can speak German, but you like my English videos more. Oh, that's nice to hear. Good. Let me just catch up with the chat a little. Please don't speak German. I can. Alior, don't worry. I'm not gonna like if I will ever have a German stream, it will be written in the description. But I have promised myself that I'm not gonna change my mind now. All these live streams, except when I mention it, will be in English. So if I ever do a German live stream, I will write there, German live stream or Deutsch or whatever. So no worries there. Can you make a ASMR video of Five Guys, McDonald's, or KFC? Five Guys, no. KFC, no, because we don't have them in Finland. The fast food scene in Finland is, how should I say, very regulated by one of the biggest companies in Finland, and getting into the Finnish market as a fast food chain is incredibly difficult. We have basically McDonald's, Burger King, then there's Hesburger, which I should actually do a video with again. I've done one before. I don't actually know if I've done it on my ASMR channel, but on my mukbang channel, I've done like 2 or 3 videos. There's Hesburger, which is the Finnish one, which is also really good. Subway. I think there is a Pizza Hut somewhere in Helsinki. And then just like 2 years ago, finally Taco Bell came to Finland. And they have 2 locations in the whole of Finland. And they're all like in the area around Helsinki. Like one is in Helsinki and the other one is like a little bit out of Helsinki. So I would love to do Five Guys. I can do copycat Five Guys and make my own Five Guys burgers. That I can do. I can do also my own KFC fried chicken. But I can't physically go to a Five Guys or KFC and get it, sadly. Warum kein Deutsch? Because it's easier for everybody if I speak English. What's the time in Finland right now? The time in Finland is now 21:28. Buffering. Well, I have my landline connected, so it shouldn't be. I mean, on my end, it should be fine, but, well, I don't trust this whole thing. Where am I from? I'm from Austria. Wait, let me check. I'm from Austria. I live in Finland. That's why my homemade food looks so good. Yeah, thanks, AK. Yeah, well, I have a little bit of experience. Du bist der Beste. Ja, danke schön. Gonna write in German because timeout. Well, you don't have to give them timeouts. It's okay. They can write in German, but I will answer in English. But of course, it would be better if they would be all in English. But German chat is okay. The name of my restaurant. Okay. Mein Restaurant gibt schon lange nicht mehr. Sorry. I used to have a restaurant. I used to have a restaurant which was called Deli Café Mayo, named after our daughter. We had it for 5 years, between 2013 and 2018. But we sold it actually at the end of 2018. Yeah, for various reasons. One of the biggest reasons was the family, because having a restaurant and a family is just no time. We wanted to concentrate on the kids, and it was the best. I think that was the best decision, and we actually managed to get rid of everything in a good way. And yeah, like now in hindsight, kind of like imagine. Like my wife and I, we were just imagining what it would be like if we had the restaurant right now during this crisis. Bye, Marie. Yeah, so we're like super happy that we've actually sold it. What music do I listen to? Mine is better anyway. My food. Thank you. Well, I hope so. That all the work I put into it. Actually, I hope that my food is better than McDonald's. Yeah, what kind of music do I listen to? I listen to like all kinds of music. Favorite is punk rock. It's one of my favorite musics. I also like old school, like 70s, 60s, 80s rock. I also listen to a lot of like Euro trash dance music for some reason. Hi, 18nom. Yeah, but I listen to everything. I listen to, like I even listen to some death metal. sometimes. It depends on the mood. My newest favorite album though at the moment is the new Owl Nation album. That's absolutely amazing. There's only 10 songs on it, but every single song is an absolute fantastic masterpiece. That I can like if you're looking for a new like music or album or whatever you wanna like listen to, that's the thing. Like go and listen to the new Owl Nation album. That's amazing. It was so nice to go back and see the new owner. Yeah, like we still follow him on Instagram. Also, the new owner. Like our restaurant was bought by this. Was he actually Albanian? No, I think so. I'm not 100% sure now. I think no. I think it was Albanian. And wasn't Serge Tarkian, the singer from System of a Down? Wasn't he from Albania? You're in love with my hair, thanks. It's like really annoying me. It's never been like this. I've just had it grown like this for like the last few months, but I mean I like it. Yeah, so we went back to visit our old restaurant, like to the guy who sold it to. A really nice guy, also has a family and so on, and he also his big dream was like to have a restaurant. And last summer we went there and like check it, like to see how he's doing. And yeah, it was nice to see, and we got like all nostalgic and everything, like in the restaurant. But on the flip side of things, we got nostalgic, but then going away from it, and they just had this like street festival, which is like annually. And I looked at all the stress and him running back and forth, and then having troubles with his staff, and then like kind of like we were standing in the restaurant, so like, oh yeah, well, we kind of do miss it, but then we saw all the things that were going around it, and we knew exactly what happens like in the kitchen behind it and what happens afterwards and before, and then we just said, but it's good that it's gone. And now we're happy with the jobs we have. And it's like if I still had my restaurant, I couldn't be doing this, because I'd now be, I don't know, writing menus, or be completely exhausted or whatever. Like I would have never made a YouTube channel. So for every downside there's an upside, or vice versa. Cheers, by the way. My favorite song. I don't think I have a favorite song. I can tell you my favorite band though. My favorite band is Green Day. And actually, I have 2 tickets here hanging on the wall next to me, which were for the 27th of May, so in basically 2 weeks' time. But now, because of the corona, it's not happening. And apparently they're coming next year to make up for it. So I really hope that's going to happen, because Green Day is one of the bands I've been wanting to see for. I got introduced to them at the age of 13 when I was in Scotland, and basically since then I've been wanting to see them. Now, 20 years later, I finally have the chance. Every time I had the chance, like it wasn't possible because I didn't have the money, or I didn't have the time because I had to work, or some other. I think I had 2 or 3 times the opportunity, and it just didn't flow. Like it just didn't happen. And now finally I even have VIP tickets, and I was looking so forward to this. And what happened? A worldwide pandemic. But so be it. Apparently they're making up for it next year, so I'm looking forward to that. At least I have something to look forward to. Seki Snipes. Yeah, there's a lot of people that always write on TikTok, but thank you. I appreciate it. We should do a pop-up restaurant. You're also a chef. Oh, cool. Where are you from? That's the only question. Are you somewhere situated in Northern Europe? That would actually be cool, though. What are my future goals? YouTube or restaurants? If you mean my own restaurant, I'm over and done with that. I've done it for 5 years. And 5 years is plenty, like, for me and for my wife. I've said if I ever open a restaurant again, it would have to be like a burger restaurant, because like burgers is the things that like always sells for some reason. There's so many burger restaurants that opened up. California. There's so many burger restaurants that have opened up in Helsinki that make like really good like artisan burgers. They make their own bread and own patties, and like everything that goes with it. And yeah, packed, and it's unbelievable. And we had this like lunch restaurant. We used to sell breakfast at some point, then lunch, and then on the weekends the brunch. We were never open in the evening. At the very beginning, we tried it, but it was impossible. It was just three of us. So my wife, a friend of ours who was a waiter, and then me. And keeping that restaurant open for like 18 hours a day is just, going home at midnight and then coming back the next day at 6 o'clock in the morning to prepare for the brunch is no chance. Um, yeah. So if you mean that restaurant, no, that's not gonna happen anymore. If you mean restaurant work as is, I love my job. It's very difficult sometimes, especially now. I'm not gonna lie. Whoever says like, "Oh, I want to become a chef," think twice. Stay with the cooking at home and have it as your hobby. Don't like your job. Like you need to be tough as nails, especially at the beginning. Like it gets easier over time, but at the start, like nothing I think can prepare you for the kitchen life. But yeah, my future goals, I mean, of course, could be cool. I'm not gonna lie, it could be cool if I could make so much money with YouTube that I could just make videos all day. And I like my YouTube journey has been actually already like quite long. Like before I did this ASMR, I started with a cooking show or cooking channel. But that was also while I had the restaurant. That was so much work, and like it was like I was up like every time I did a video was up until like 3 o'clock in the morning, editing and doing voiceovers and blah blah blah. And it really after a few videos it got to me like so bad because it was like so exhausting. Like I did it for a few months and I did like I think was it like 4 videos a month or something or 6. I didn't do a lot, and it just really got to me. And yeah, so that's actually how my YouTube journey started. And this was like when we still had a restaurant, so that's already to that was about 4 5 years ago. And then I went from the cooking channel. I want to I discovered like family vlogs. Then I thought like, oh, I could actually do family vlogging. That's actually much easier, or not so easy, but maybe not easier because you have to do a lot of editing. But it's like I don't know. I just thought like it would be better, but I was like so awkward on camera, like so awkward on camera. Yeah? And then my wife didn't want to be in it because she said like, "No, you're not getting me behind the camera." And I felt also really stupid walking around in public with a camera, like filming myself and filming other things and other people. So people who do like daily vlogging is I mean, I know that also gets easier over time, but like this daily vlogging starting, oof, it's awkward as. I mean, it really is awkward. And if like people say like it wasn't awkward for them, good for them. But my God, yeah. And then from that family vlogging, I actually went away from YouTube for a while and tried food photography. And that's actually how I got to my camera and most of my equipment. And yeah, from that then that didn't work out. I tried that for a year. And then I've discovered ASMR, especially the food ASMR. And then I said like, well, yeah. So if to go back to the original question, what my goals are, if I could make money with this, then of course I would work towards that. And it's kind of like what I'm working towards. But I would also then start a vlog channel, which I've kind of have already with my other channel, Dave Eat World, if anybody is interested. It's my second channel, but there's like 550 subscribers at the moment and like 60 videos or something. But it's kind of like I haven't uploaded in ages now because I've been concentrating on my ASMR channel. But yeah, that's basically. Nostalgia doesn't pay the bills. Oh yeah, that's so true. Nostalgia really doesn't pay the bills. It's nice to based in it, but at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not gonna say that I hated having a restaurant. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about the restaurant industry as a whole. I learned a lot about myself and what my limits are, and also where my values are. It taught me a lot. Like having my own restaurant, like taught me a lot, especially about life. And I think those are those kinds of things that you don't necessarily realize. And like especially with my values, like I now know that work is not everything. It's nice to earn money. It's even better if you earn good money. I mean, being a chef doesn't really earn it that. You're not gonna get rich except you're like Gordon Ramsay or Jamie Oliver. But as a normal day-to-day chef, you're not gonna get rich from doing it. It's more like for the passion, I would say, for the food and for the absolute crazy people that work in this industry, because you're never gonna meet any more crazy people than people who work in the restaurant industry. But yeah. Do you like Green Day? Also like Good yeah, Good Child is good. I mean, there's not. I mean, I know like all the popular songs. And have never necessarily listened to like one of the albums whole. But anything that goes in that direction, I'm totally up for. Do I have a garden? Yes, I have a garden, and I don't take care of it. It's my wife who takes care of it. Have you heard of the Kitchen Nightmares? Yeah, of course I've heard of Kitchen Nightmares. I've watched it, like I've binge watched that show. Do I speak English with my wife? Yes, I certainly do, because she speaks actually better German than I speak Finnish, and that's saying a lot, because I've lived in Finland for 10 years and I don't speak a single word of Finnish. Well, not a single word, but very little. Hey Mats, how's it going? Good to see you. Hey Hannah Webster, good to see you here. Well, I'm sorry, Mats. I didn't see. Like, I do actually speak English with my wife. Yeah, but with my kids, I speak German. My wife speaks Finnish with my kids. Our kids. And hallo praten. Hallo Gianpaolo. If I butcher any of your names, sorry. As usual. Like, yeah. How many kids? 2 kids. My daughter and my son. Daughter is 7, son is 5, and they're currently not here. What's my zodiac sign? Guess. Take a stab in the dark. What do you think? What do you think my zodiac sign is? You're coming back later? Okay, well, let's see how long this is gonna go. Like my thing, it was like an hour maximum. Thanks for keeping me. First of all, hi Nicole. It's good to see you, and you're welcome. No problem to keep you occupied. Albuquerque, New Mexico. Isn't that where they filmed the Breaking Bad? I love that show. Gemini, Taurus. Nope. No. 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 Scorpio. No. No. I'll give you a hint. Aries. Nope. Cancer. Well, there's not many left anymore anyway. But see if somebody gets the hint. Libra. Yay! I'm Libra. Exactly. I'm sometimes like this and sometimes like this, but mostly like this. I hope. Should actually ask my wife for that. Waage. That's right. Some scenes in your high school. Hey, that's cool. So did you get the day off then when they were filming Breaking Bad, or did they do that in the summer holidays? Exactly. Like a scale. You know, when you put something on the one side, it goes up on the one side and down on the other, and vice versa. So you hate Libras? Well, surprise. We're not all bad. How's homeschooling? We are not homeschooling. My daughter's starting school actually in August. Well, let's see if she's gonna start school, because I mean, they've just opened the primary schools and kindergartens again, but we've decided not to bring it to preschool anymore, because we still have this feeling it's a bit too dangerous. And basically, neither I or my wife can afford to like be sick at the moment. It's just you know, and they're there in the countryside. It's much better for them and for us and for everybody who's involved. And yeah, my son is 5, so he doesn't need homeschooling yet. He's just happy finding worms in the dirt at the moment. You went to the store today, and the only condiments left was mayo ketchup. What? Mayo chop? Ah, you mean I saw this once on Eric the Electric's channel. What was it? I know it was Crunch. I'm thinking of Crunch. Sorry. Mayo, ketchup, and mayo. And I thought of you because I was mixing ketchup and mayo because you can find it in Finland. Well, honestly, like, I mean, I always have ketchup at home anyway, and making mayo is not so difficult. So I don't see really the reason to buy like mayo chopped, to be very honest with you. But Crunch I would try though, because we don't actually have like any decent ranch dressing here. Like that I'm telling you, that's something you could probably import to Finland, like Crunch, and you could or just ranch dressing, you could probably like make a decent amount of money. Hey Robin. It's probably gross and filled with preservatives. Well, that's usually what the store stuff is like. I mean, have you ever read Heinz ketchup? What's in the back, like the ingredients? You know, how was it? If the ingredient contains more than half the alphabet, it can't be good for you. So there you go. Crunch sounds gross too. Well, Robin. No, I'm not going to speak German. All my live streams are going to be English. Sorry. Except I might have a fully German live stream at some point, but I will announce that early enough. So. You just ate a lot. If you have a PO box, you would love to send me some ranch. Yeah, I was actually thinking already opening up a PO box, but then I saw the prices, what they're charging in Finland, and then I said, okay, that's also one of the reasons why I'm so happy that I'm monetized. Now, by the way, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to monetize my channel, because you guys made it possible and nobody else. Yes, I make the videos, but you watch them, and that's all that counts. No, we don't have ranch here. Well, I did actually find ranch, but it was absolutely disgusting. It wasn't the valley, was it Hidden Valley? It wasn't that one. It was this other one. It tasted absolutely disgusting, but I ate it anyway because it was like $5 a bottle or $6. Yeah, back to the PO box. I want to have a PO box, and then I saw the prices, and then I thought like, well, I'm not investing that per month into a PO box for somebody to maybe send me something. I'm gonna see now after this month, you know, if I can somehow sustain it, and if it's sustainable, then I will open one, and then I will let you guys know. Definitely, but basically, the channel has to pay for it. If the channel doesn't pay for it, it's not gonna happen, because we already like in the money trouble anyway as it is. So you're gonna go right now? Okay, well, thanks for coming, AK. I'll see you next time. Nice videos you've had lately out, by the way. I'm sorry, like I've been really like trying to catch up with videos, but I've been like devastated lately with work and everything. You also don't have ranch. Poland, Germany, Austria unite. Yeah, we should get ranch into into Europe. I don't know, like is the ranch available somewhere? Probably the UK. Delish ASMR. Oh, thank you very much. I'm not Chinese. Okay, hi. This is good to know. Yeah, but anyway. So yeah, so tomorrow's video, I know it's been like a bit inconsistent lately, like with my upload. Well, I like to say it's inconsistent. Like I haven't uploaded yesterday. I was actually, this fish mac video was actually supposed to go live yesterday, but I was so dead yesterday after my I'm mixing German with English again. I was so dead after my 11-hour shift yesterday, so I filmed the video. I started uploading it over my phone, and I fell asleep on the couch, and the phone stopped uploading. So when I checked in this morning, it was still at 74%. So then I had to re-upload it in the morning. That was supposed to go live already yesterday. So yeah, also sorry for that. But it's been like, work has been crazy lately. I'm not even joking. Somebody's written on my last, I think on my last video, it's like, oh, you look angry and tired in my thumbnail. It's like, well, tired, yes, they've angry not, I was like pissed off. I wasn't pissed off, I just, for some reason, I just couldn't get a decent thumbnail together on that day. because I was just so like, oh, but tired definitely. I mean, now there's like some decent lights, but you can see my eye rings. I haven't really like, especially from yesterday to today, I haven't really slept very well. What's one recipe? One recipe was made by a what stupid person said it includes radish? What in ranch? Well, it could be, but I mean, why not? What do you have an air fryer? No, I don't have an air fryer. I would love. You couldn't come up with a better name. Well, I mean, the choice of name. I'm sorry, but I'm not Chinese. At times like these, it's bold. Can't like it's bold. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. Um, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, an air fryer. I've been meaning to get one. Then I've looked at them. Then I saw that the prices aren't actually too bad. Because like in Finland, you can get a decent like this Philips air fryer, this like big one, you can get for like what 140 euros, 150, which is I think it's okay. And I think the euro to dollar price it's about the same. Then I saw how big the thing is, and I was thinking, no. I mean, our kitchen is fairly spacious, but the workspace is not very spacious. Yours was 99 at Target. Well, send me one over. No, I'm just joking. I got a smoker once from Master Smokers for the restaurant. Cost me $600. Mm-hmm. And then I plugged it in, and what happened? Poof! Realized I needed a stupid converter, which cost me another 200 euros. And then I realized that the Master Smoker was for trash. 600 euros, $600 just for the trash. Open that PO box, I'll send one. Well, like I said, like I'll have to wait. I have to wait for the end of this month. No, not this month. Like a month has to pass, and then I know like what's like my earnings are, and if the channel can sustain the PO box plus the food I eat, or at least some of the food I eat, then I'll open one. And if not, now, then like soon enough. I'll give it a chance to send me some ranch. What did I say? You're obsessed with French toast and loaded sandwiches. Well, maybe I should make a French toast video. Like French toast. I haven't had French toast in ages. French toast with some syrup and fresh berries. I could have that now. If I wasn't already like doing a video today. You eat vegetables and chicken burgers. Oh yeah, the converter's annoying. The converter itself wasn't the issue, Hannah, but the problem was that my stupid brain, I was so happy that I got my smoker, and then I plugged it in, and I didn't realize that it uses so much voltage that's because usually you can buy these like travel converters and they are fine, but this smoker, I mean, it was literally like, well, wait, my stupid touchscreen just did something. No, it doesn't do anything again. It was literally like, it was like a box of this size. It was massive. Like I said, the shipping alone cost me a fortune. Oh yeah, by the way, back there, if you haven't guessed already, this is where the magic happens. What was I saying? Yeah, so of course, because it was this huge thing with like the time and everything, I could probably make like half a hog in there or something, and that used so much electricity or so much voltage that just plugging it in with those travel adapters was almost too much for that thing. Yes, I'm from Austria, Diego. France is just toast. What's my all-time favorite food? Like the best? It's difficult to say. I get this asked a lot, obviously. I can't really make up my mind because there's so many good things. Like, I love burgers. Burgers is like one of those things, like a good, honest, simple burger with a nice brioche bun and a nice thick, juicy patty, like not cooked completely through, like medium well. Or smashed burgers are amazing. Like I could like just good homemade mayonnaise, a little bit of fresh salads, oh, perfect. But then I love schnitzel. I mean, I'm Austrian after all. Um, difficult to say. Really, I could. I'm a chef for God's sakes. I could make anything I wanted, so I don't really have like a favorite. There's so many things I love to eat. I'm sorry if that answer is disappointing, but um, yeah, I love French toast. Yeah, French toast is amazing. I should really do a French toast video. That's actually a good idea. Wait, catching up with the chats. Also macarons and croissants. Oh yeah, macarons and croissants. Which city are you from Austria? Vienna. Oh yeah, I can blow up the soccer zero. Yeah. That's basically what happened. They've done a full time. What many YouTubers take a break from creating and holding down a full-time job. Please take a break when needed. Take a weekend or a week off. We care about you. Thank you, sweet fantasy. Sometimes, as you know, I take a break anyway. I just wanna, especially now that on the one hand, I'm a bit like sad that the kids are not here. Of course, I miss them. We're gonna see them now this week. We're leaving tomorrow. So like tomorrow afternoon is going to be like a 5 hour drive. We're going to arrive at like, I don't know, like 10, 11 o'clock in the evening. That's going to be fun anyway after work. But I want to also take the opportunity, that the house is not quiet, which, if I would be doing normal mukbangs, it wouldn't be so tragic. But that I'm doing the ASMR videos, and especially with this microphone, it picks up everything because it's not directional, it's omnidirectional, meaning it picks up like everything around it. That's why sometimes if you listen to my videos, you can hear the cars outside. We have a street like right outside the house. You can hear the cars going by. I mean, you can hear the squirrels fart probably. I have a squirrel living in a tree like just outside my office window. If that farts, you can probably hear it. So yeah, I'm just taking this opportunity at the moment. But like this weekend, I'm taking off anyway. Like I try to take always the weekend off. I always say like the match. The weekends are usually for the family. Now that it's only half the family, just my wife and me, I like to take the opportunity to make videos because why not? But if it gets too much, don't worry. I definitely will take a day or two off. Thank you anyway for understanding. I always think also that it's not so easy. Like a lot of people say, like, or like don't realize that like job and YouTube. YouTube takes me like between cooking, filming, editing, uploading on a daily basis. You can say if I do it without distractions, which is really difficult for me, especially the editing part because I get really tired and I need to stand up and I need to go and speak to my wife or watch TV for like 10-15 minutes or whatever because I just need to like clear my head because it's still full from work. Like cooking is not just it's so mentally and physically draining, especially on like busy days like it was yesterday. So making a video basically takes me around 3 to 4 hours probably. What do I eat in my next video? Well, the next video is uploading tomorrow, and I'm not gonna say what it is because it's a special video. I'll say so much. It's a collab. But I'm not gonna say who with or what we're eating. You just have to find out. It's already just filmed it before coming live, like a few hours ago. Speaking about eating, I'm gonna have some candy if you don't mind. Get some sugar energy. If you're wondering, I'm having jelly beans. Kannst du mal Deutsch reden? I've decided not to make my streams in German, only in English. So sorry, Max G. Except I might make, maybe, I'll make a German stream at some point. I saw Illibercham at this World Food Market a little while ago, and I was like, "That's what Dave eats." No, it's. I'm sorry to disappoint you, Hannah, but it's lingonberry. It's not elderberry, or is that the same thing? Elderberry and lingonberry. Wait a second, because I'm actually not quite sure now. Let's see, elderberry. No, it's not the same. Let's see what it's in Finnish, because actually like all the food stuff in Finnish. All the food stuff in Finnish I know due to my job, obviously. Brilliant, Mario. Okay. Nope, it's the wrong one. Sorry to disappoint you. Fortnite memes. I'm sorry, I don't play Fortnite. I used to though. Um, you want to talk about my my live stream title? Well, I was gonna call it like my first live stream, or I don't know, something similar to what Cowgirl ASMR had like a few days ago when she got monetized. Where she's like, "Oh, we are monetized. I'm monetized," but she already had like so many live streams. I wanted to give my first live stream something that's a bit more, I don't know, spicy. I don't know. I like to fool around. You've probably seen in my new my new thumbnails. I said I made myself this promise, like once I get monetized, I've kind of like I have proof of concept, and then I'll put even more work into my channel, even though like I have so much work in my actual work that it's starting to become like difficult to edit my videos and do all this. But I'm trying. I'm really just bear with me for a while. But I've tried to like have a little bit of fun with my thumbnails to, well, of course, also like stand out a little, obviously, but because I think it's funny, especially I had to laugh so bad when I was making the thumbnail for the English breakfast video, which I uploaded 2 days ago. I mean, come on, like I actually think it's quite funny that nobody has actually mentioned anything, because I have these two sausages, especially the one that comes. I can't even do it. That comes like from the side up, like yeah. I mean, if you go to my channel and you look at that thumbnail, I mean, come on, like nobody has noticed that, but fair enough. I found it absolutely hilarious. If you're wondering, I'm a 16-year, no, 16. I'm like a 13-year-old boy in my head. I'm only 34 on paper, though. I said like I'm actually quite dangerous because I'm like 13 or 14 in here, but on paper I can actually do anything I want. So this is quite. I'm a 13-year-old with a credit card, and that's quite dangerous. Luckily, my wife keeps me like on the floor. Alpha Scarf, sorry, det livestream blacked off English. Sorry, this is like the fjärde. Oh shit, lingonberry. Yeah, same. Hey, I'm not blaming you. It's lingonberry, elderberry. It's all the same. Yes, I play. Actually, I play Call of Duty Warzone at moments. You also love my kids eating. It's so cute. Please sometimes come with your kids. They're so cute. I would love to. I just addressed this before. I would love to make videos with my kids again, but they're not here. They're currently at the grandparents' house, 500 kilometers away from here because of the whole Corona crap. So can I cook something for you? Or well, you need to come here. I can cook something for you. But I'm not gonna promise it's gonna be anything fancy. You make eat videos too? Good for you. I'll check out your channel later, ASMR Eat. Sweet Fantasy. I love the vlog you did on the old channel where you took us to your beautiful market. Ah, you mean the supermarket, the best in the world. Well, It was nominated Best in the World 2018. So that's already, what was it? 2019? No, I think it was 2018. So that's already old news, but still, nonetheless, super amazing, like market, like supermarket store. Actually, to be honest, I actually think it's quite funny that that got nominated, or it was the winner of the best supermarket in the world 2018. Because I've seen in Spain like so many amazing supermarkets. That's like, this is like nothing. They had a fish section like you can't imagine. Like there's a whole fish market within a supermarket. Crazy. But if anybody's wondering what it is, you have to go to my other channel, Dave Eat World, and they are somewhere. But it goes back to this whole thing that is one of those like vlog videos where I felt super awkward, especially filming in a supermarket where there's loads of people. Ugh. I don't know if it would be any better right now. At least I'm like more comfortable in front of the camera. Like this is one of those things. I always had this thing that's a very memorable title. Yeah, I know it is. What was I gonna say? That yeah, one of my like I've been for years now, like really long time. Like I've never really felt comfortable in front of the camera, especially film. And I've gotten over that now, of course, with making the videos, which I'm like super happy about. Because it was also one of those things, like, you know, like being in front of the camera and being camera shy. There's actually no really reason for that, like why you should be. But it just, I don't know, it just makes you feel uncomfortable for someone. But the more you sit in front of it, and especially like, the more you film yourself and especially edit your own videos and you see yourself and you edit yourself, the more it gets natural. But to be very honest, I still feel a bit awkward. But gaming every day. Hey, thank you so much. Spicy. Hey, T3 Lucky 23. How's it going? We good? Did you know Sackjoy makes $10,000 every video or more? No, I didn't know that. Where do you have this information from? And I could very well imagine that he might even make more than that. But hey, lucky him. You know. I have my own opinion to Sackjoy, which is not necessarily good or bad, but you know, I'm happy for him that he basically is now the biggest food ASMR artist apart from SAS ASMR. But I think it's not gonna take long, and then he will have her also, because doesn't he have like 8.3 million or something already, and she has like 8.6. So the rate that he what he grows is like is insane. That's absolutely insane, really. Hey bro, gaming every day. Okay, I said hi to you already. What happened to the chat? There we go. You're a kid with a drinking permit. I've never heard that one before. That's actually also very good. I always like to say like a kid with grown-up money, so with a credit card and car keys. That's also very important. I'm mobile. I have a credit card and a mobile. That's especially dangerous. Can you say my name, please? I think I already did. T, but I can say it again. T3 Lucky 23. I forgot the underscore. Am I gonna eat? Not today. Grüß Gott. Servus, Konrad. No, I'm not going to eat. What's your state of residence? Finland. Yeah, please stop the spamming. That's not really nice. Markets in Europe are like a whole different world from the ones here in the USA. I hope to move abroad to Spain or Poland someday. I've never been to a market in the USA. Well, I've never been to the USA. Period. I would love. I've said this to a few people already. I would love to come to the USA. Like one of my big goals or dreams when it comes like to traveling is I would love to come to the USA and it would go from coast to coast, but not in a straight line. You know, just go a bit like me and take, I don't know, take a month or 2 months. That would be amazing, and just, you know, to go all this like different like diners and all these like fast food joints, and get an opportunity to go to every state and like see what's in every state, what's iconic, and visit all the landmarks. And that would be fantastic. That would really be something that I would love to do. The Dansk is much different from the rest. You should visit. I've been in Poland many times already. Like, of course, I mean, Poland is not far away from Austria. I think it's also not a secret that Austrians come to Czech Republic and Poland to buy like cheap stuff. But I've traveled through Poland like quite a few times. We've been in Warsaw also for like an evening. Beautiful city, but I had way too little time there to see anything. I went way too tired. Um, Studied abroad in Gdansk. You're not missing anything, Dave. Europe is Europe is better. Well, difference. I wouldn't say better, different. Well, you know, if you want to look back to the history, I mean, the USA is basically just a bunch of Europeans that got tired of Europe. So I wouldn't say better. I wouldn't just say different. I still would like to see it. Just I don't know. Like I know, like it always seems so much better, like in the TV or whatever, or like looks better in movies. But and if it's just like I would love to be in LA once. I know LA is like dirty and polluted and goodness, but I would love to see it. Just be there and just be on Sunset Boulevard, or I don't know, walk to the Santa Monica Pier, see the Hollywood sign. All this like high gaming every day. Now I reply to you. And just see all this like stuff that's all this like cheesy. How do you say it? I can't think of the word now. All the things that you have to do, kind of like. I mean, still would be cool. I'm actually the best YouTuber. I highly doubt I'm the best, but I try my best. Let's put it this way. But thank you. Those are very kind. Your state is known for inventing the first hamburger. I have seen once the. That's been ages ago. I can't remember what program. Was it even the? Oh, what's the guy called? The Adam, the guy who does Man versus Food. I think it was in his program. Or was it on Bizarre Food with Andrew Simon? I can't remember. One of the two, I think it was. And they were showing like Adam Richman. Exactly, that's the one. Yeah, Adam Richman. Adam West. I watched too much Family Guy. And they showed like the first proper hamburger was actually two pieces of toast and a patty, and they cooked it in this kind of like toaster, and some like raw yellow onion like in it also, and they would just put it in this toaster. And they had this. It was this like contraption this guy actually made, like really amazing, and that's how he sold it. And actually, like way later, it came with this like brioche bun. It was really cool. You'd love to visit LV? Ah, Las Vegas. Oh yeah, Las Vegas. I almost had a chance to visit Las Vegas like 2 years ago, but then it never flourished, sadly. But Las Vegas, I rigged toaster. Poland has trash politicians. I think every country has trash politicians, to be very honest with you. I mean, it's always said that Finland is so like marvelous, and don't get me wrong, it is. Yeah, it's a beautiful country, and well, the mentality is a different story. But it's just different. There's nothing wrong with it. But you would think that the politicians here are better, but they're still trash. Look at Austria. Like I don't even want to get started with politics. Is something I do not want to get started with. Like really, I try to not confront myself with any kind of like news whatsoever. So that's there's a fact about me. I do not watch the news because you always hear the same shit, and it's always just negative, 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 negative. If you want to get brainwashed, watch the news. That's all I'm gonna say to that. They have the power, but they use it very wrong. Yeah, that's sounds like a politician to me. Paris, I've actually been in Paris. Paris, I've been. My wife and I, when we got together, that was amazing. I could actually do that on my mukbang channel once. I could share some pictures, maybe at some point. We did this road trip because my wife used to eat high skill hubs. My favorite foods, I've already answered that question. I don't have a favorite food. I'm sorry. I know that's a very anticlimactic answer. I don't have a favorite food. I'm a chef. I like everything. But one of my top three is like burger, schnitzel, pizza, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, what I was gonna say was that so when my wife and I we got together, like she used to live in Spain for 7 years, so she has a very strong connection to Spain. When she moved back, then we met, and then we were together for like a year or even half a year, and we decided to do a road trip in summer. So we packed a car with some stuff, kept it fairly empty so we could bring lots of goodies back, and then took the car and drove all the way from Finland. Took the ferry to Estonia, which takes about hour and a half to 2 hours, depending on what ferry you take. Oh, thank you. I've had practice. I used to live in Scotland. I mentioned it at the start of the stream. We took the ferry to Estonia, and then we traveled Estonia. I never can remember in what thing it goes, in what order. Was it Estonia, Lithuania, Latvia, Poland, Czech Republic, Austria. Then in Austria we made a stopover, and we slept almost in every country. Like we slept first in, I know, is it Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania? Exactly, that's what it was. So we drove through Estonia, slept in Latvia, drove through Lithuania, slept in Poland and Warsaw. And break your hand to meet me. Please don't break your hand. It's not worth it. I don't think it's worth it to meet me. So we drove. Then we made a stopover in Austria, of course, to visit the family, and then drove all the way down to Spain, to Madrid, and then we drove on the other side of Europe back up again. So we went through Netherlands, France, Germany. Did we go? No, we didn't go. We bypassed Germany, and then Denmark and like up that way, and then back with the ferry. So I've seen like a lot of like places and I've been to Paris for about one night. That was quite surreal though. Like the Eiffel Tower and everything. That was really cool. That was really fantastic. So we only, like, a friend of mine told me then later, I should have seen Notre Dame. Notre Dame is it's a much better like area to go. Like it's much like cooler. Like the Eiffel Tower is nice to see, but it's like touristic, and there's all these like tourist traps. So if you ever go to Paris, go to Notre Dame. There's apparently all the cheap restaurants and all the like good restaurants and a beautiful area. Just go to the Eiffel Tower, look at it, and then move on. My least favorite food. Anything that lives still, I don't know. But well, that's so abstract. My least favorite food. I couldn't really think of anything. I used to not like. We have in Austria, which maybe the Germans know a bit differently, but in Austria we have this thing called Bovidel, which is like really thick plum jam, like really thick. If you cook it in a pot, like usually you would have one pot and one wooden spoon, and that would be used just for this plum jam because it would stain so bad that you could cook nothing else in it. And I used to hate that stuff because it's like really bitter. It gets cooked so much that it starts to get like really bitter, really sticky and really bitter. But well, taste buds change, and now I love it. So I don't know. I honestly, if I ever, my favorite color. See, this is the thing with being Libra. I'm always like this. Air is like I can never make up. Well, I can make up my mind, but you ask me my favorite color, I'm gonna say like, well, I've taken. I always used to love blue. Like how boring, boy. Blue. Orange is amazing. And I've really taken like I think it towards like purple and pink lately, as you can maybe tell. Just I don't know, just because it's different and because it's a cool color. Did you find it difficult to learn English? No, not at all. Mind you, though, I learned English when I was 12 years old. I was living in Scotland and I picked it up like this because I went to an English school. I only had English friends and I only had English TV. So I was forced, and my 12-year-old brain literally went, and in 3 months' time, I could speak fluent English. Your mom loves to watch my video. Well, say hi to your mom for me. And thank you for watching my videos. That's amazing. I wish all those countries were only a casual drive away. What a dream. Well, Hannah, uh, I wouldn't say casual. We drove. How much did we drive back then? Like, if you consider the whole like down east, up west, and driving around a bit in Spain, we drove like I can't even remember. Was it like 6,500 kilometers or 7,000 kilometers? Which is 1 mile is 1.6 kilometers. So basically take it times 1.5. 3, 4, about 4,000 miles. So I don't know if you would call it a casual drive, but you really prefer Europe more? I wonder who that's going out to, Mats. Come to your home of Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You'd love it if you watch your wife that day. You can spend hours in here. The home of Rock and Roll and Fame. Oh yeah, wasn't it Ohio? Did I remember right now? No, I haven't been to the United States, but it's one of my goals. Peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yes, I've had a peanut butter and jelly sandwich because I bought myself peanut because I wanted to see what all the fuss is about. I guess it's more like one of those like childhood things that you just have in your childhood. And I'm not saying, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's bad. I actually think it's quite amazing. Yeah. Cleveland, Ohio. I didn't know Cleveland, but Ohio. I remembered right, kids. I've traveled outside of the countries. Well, I think a peanut butter and jelly sandwich is a very American thing, to be honest. It's not something that I have seen anyone eat, ever. I guess peanut butter toast with peanut butter and banana slices on the other hand is something I think that's quite common, but that's also something like the vegan scene has kind of like distributed a little bit more. But peanut butter and jelly is definitely an American thing, definitely. But I love it. It's good. It's a childhood and broke college kid thing. Well, it's a broke college kid thing. There's a lot of like ramen noodles, I guess. No? Is the coronavirus bad where I am? We have about 5,000 cases. So in a population of 5.3 million, it's not too bad. Finland is actually quite. It's actually quite okay, to be honest. I hope where you are, it's okay also. Like okay, well I know it's like there's a lot of like places in the world that like really hit hard. PB&J is overrated. You tried it and it wasn't good. Well, I guess it has a lot to do with I think it's something so simple that you need a quality peanut butter. I actually had it with some, and don't call me out on this now, please. Like I know it sounds like really fancy and up my own anus, but I had it with some like organic peanut butter, like crunchy peanut butter. And I can't remember what jam, but yeah, it was okay. I mean, it was good. I would definitely eat it. It's not something I would actively pursue. Like I wouldn't go to the shop and buy myself a jar of peanut butter and a jar of jam. And by the way, I find it like hilarious that you're calling it jelly and not jam for some reason. Or is there, do you actually have a difference between jelly and jam? That's actually something that interests me. Is there a difference between jelly and jam, or do you just call it jelly and it's still jam? You live in the state of North Carolina. Oh, that's okay. 1 million cases. That's insane. Yeah, that is insane. Yeah, it's incredibly sad what's happening. It's incredibly sad. Jelly is more solid. Oh, really? I would have actually thought the exact opposite. Ah, okay. So it's more soft and usually has pieces of fruit. Okay. Jam spreads more easily. Okay. Makes sense, I guess. I don't know. But yeah. Well, I've had it with jam. So peanut. So see, I didn't even have the proper peanut butter and jelly. I had peanut butter and jam. Jam spreads pretty easily. Yeah, to honest, like to all my American viewers, like you really like what's going on at the moment. Uh, I like I can't imagine, and I kind of don't want to imagine, but you know, I really feel for you. What's going on at the moment? I mean, especially with what's happening with your government. It sucks. It really sucks. I really hope this is gonna like work out quick. Nice talking to you. Your channel's great. Stay safe. Thank you. You also stay safe, Autumn Girl. I think I'm gonna like start closing. I was only gonna do this like for an hour today, but now it's already been almost hour and 20 minutes. I also have to get some sleep. I need to be at work tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Oh, there's so much work again. We're like completely. I don't even want to think about tomorrow's work. Like already stressing me out. You're welcome, Autumn Girl. Thanks for coming. And thanks for watching my videos, of course. The other states was many more cases. All of Finland. Yeah, like I said, in Finland it's only like 5,000 cases or something. I mean, I could check quickly. I have this map here, this coronavirus map. If it doesn't take too long to load. Because it's hanging on the same internet. But the last time I checked. Okay, 6,145. So there you go. And in the States, you have 1.4 million. So that's insane. That's just absolutely insane. No shit, you always forget the time difference. Yeah. It wouldn't be so much for the time difference, but tomorrow is equally as bad as it was yesterday, and yesterday I had an 11-hour day. But tomorrow I need to get out of work on time, or maximum an hour later, because my wife and I are traveling up to Middle Finland to see the kids, and that's going to take us 5 hours driving time. So yeah. Pineapple, raspberry, and peach smoothie. Well, good luck with that. Sounds delicious. All right, guys. I'm gonna sign out so you can get some rest. Well, thanks, Sweet Fantasy, for coming. Thank you. And yeah, sorry about this whole mess up at the start of the stream. It was just like, yeah. I hope I can get this whole fixed out and anyway. Yeah, they're definitely excited to see me. I'm also excited to see them. We're on WhatsApp with them like every day, like video calling them. So learning curve. Yeah. It's 9:30 for you. It's 22:30 for me. So 10:30 p.m. And like I said, I have to be at work at 5. Well, my shift starts at 6. I want to be there at 5 so I can get out on time. So that means I need to get up at 4 a.m. So that's what about 5.5 hours from now, and I'm already tired enough as it is. But hey, guys, thanks very much for coming, for joining me in the first live stream. It was amazing. I'm gonna do this more often when I have time. I was already thinking maybe on some days I can, instead of upload a video, if I'm just tired, just come online and just chit chat with you guys. And if you have time, of course, you're more than happy to join. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, watch out for tomorrow's video. I know you will. It's gonna be a good one. I've got the thumbnail already all done and so on. I think it turned out great. So I'm actually quite happy with it. And yeah, hey, if you haven't, follow me on Instagram. There, I try to post on Instagram as much as possible, but I keep on forgetting that I actually have an Instagram account where I can also post like more private things, or at least story things. All right, guys, have a nice weekend, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.